Hello and welcome back to the PES 2019 Master League with Newcastle United. We are still in the midst of the transfer window, only about 9 or 10 days to go. And we've sold our starting left midfielder due to my general stupidity, so it's an interesting time at St James's Park. And before we crack on with the transfer business, a quick recap of what happened in the last episode. We of course had that 1-0 victory over Cardiff, in which we absolutely battered them but nearly gave away the game after we gave away a penalty, but Big Martin in goal done us proud. The Ballon d'Or was announced, some lad called Cristiano Ronaldo, I've never heard of him either. We lost at home to Crystal Palace in a what I said at the time was a contentious penalty decision. I still stand by that, even though it's pretty clear as day. Then we simulated the game against Fulham, lost that by 4-0, so that may be the end of the simulation. So what's happening in this episode? Well, we have 2 home games. We have the first one against Wolves and then against Watford, and then we will round up the transfer window stuff. On the subject of transfer window stuff, now we can finally put in some offers for some players now that we have a good chunk of cash in the budget. So obviously we need to bring in a left-sided midfielder to replace Kennedy, who I totally meant to sell. I absolutely didn't make a mistake, and I'm not an idiot at all. Who have we got shortlisted? We have Diego Laxalt from AC Milan, Jose Izquierdo from Brighton, and Alex Iwobi from Arsenal. We also have Henry Onyekuru, primarily because of his fantastic hair. We also have Ryan Sessegnon, who was suggested to me, and I completely forgot that Ryan Sessegnon was a thing, but apparently he's gone to Feyenoord for some reason, but we can still try and see how we get on with trying to bring him in. So Alex Iwobi is the most likely to sign for us. Let's check the release fees. Release fee 11 million for the release. That's not too bad actually. Laxalt at 16, Izquierdo at 13, Sessegnon at 13.3. So Iwobi, he may be one of the lower rated, but he's possibly the most gettable, and he kind of is more agreeable to signing for us. So let's start negotiations with him. Down to if we drop it down to 9.9. That's more likely to happen. So, you know what, I'm happy enough with that. As long as we get him in, I'll be happy enough. So we'll send off those negotiations. Onyekuru doesn't want to sign for us at all. Laxalt will be good because he can play all up that left-hand side, which means we wouldn't have to get a left back in, saving us a bit of cash. So Laxalt, we will go for you. Can we loan you? No. Can we loan you for 6 months? No. So we're going to have to try and buy you. Let's see what we're... Jeez, no. He really doesn't want to come to Newcastle United, so away with you, Diego Laxalt. We've sent off for Ryan Sessegnon. Let's see what we can do with you. 2.5-year deal. Why does nobody want any deals more than 6 months? This is ridiculous. Ryan, why... You did this to me last year as well. You didn't want to sign for me, you idiot. We'll try that. I'm not exactly happy with that, but we'll try it. Well, balls to you, Nathan. You've gone to Torino. That's irritating because you were on a free and that would have been well handy. Oh, you get. Kieran Tierney is an interesting option. We're at a 4 out of 5 to sign him. I think he's on the transfer list as well. So we could get him for a cut price. We could get him for about 7.3. I'm going to try that. I'll be a cheeky bugger. Try that. Salary shouldn't be a problem. A 2.5-year deal. If we can get Kieran Tierney for this amount of money, I will be staggered. So we'll try that, and of course we're going to go in for Wan-Bissaka as well. 5.9 mil for a backup right back. Yeah, we might leave that for now and just see how we get on with the rest of our targets. But that will have to wait until after the first game of this episode against Wolves. We go with the usual lineup as always, except the only difference is Jefferson Lerma is what I'm trying to say, because words are difficult. Jefferson Lerma gets his first start in defensive midfield, playing defensive midfield role. And that's about it. I think Callum Roberts is on the bench as well, because we have no wingers whatsoever. Atsu, of course, coming in to take the place of the departed Kennedy. Up against the team of Wolves, which consists of Rui Patricio, I don't know why I'm talking so slowly, Bennett, Cody, Ospanpaza, Is that how you say it? I don't know. He's got a silly name and an even sillier number. João Moutinho, Dendoncker, Cavaleiro, Costa, Neves, Akhmedov, and Raul Jimenez. Need to bounce back after that Wolves defeat and that Crystal Palace defeat. We are currently winless in the last 2 games, so let's try and rectify that, shall we? And we're back at a rather apocalyptic looking St James's Park if you look up to the sky. Maybe I should have got Wolves to play in orange. There's a little bit of a clash going on here, but that's my excuse, and I am bloody well sticking to it. Shelby to Rondon, who finds Playa. Finds Richie. Back to DeAndre Yedlin. Now Shelby. Gives it inside to Playa, who looks to shoot, and he's put it wide. It's Cavaleiro. Well done, Matt Ritchie. And Playa. He's stolen in here. He's in behind. Has he got the pace? He does. He's going to have to go himself here. Playa! Big save. Is Rondon going to reach it? Yes, he is. Solomon Rondon gets his, I think, 13th goal of the season in the league. All the work done by Alassane Playa. His contribution cannot go undeserved. Terrific save by Patricio, to be fair, and Rondon just about gets there ahead of his man to poke it into an empty net. Great work though from Playa as he steals the ball off his man, runs in, gets the shot away. It is a great save by Patricio. And Bennett, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm delighted that he did it because we have the lead. Rondon, ball through for Playa. Back for Rondon, who maybe made this a bit more complicated than it should have been. And Wolves kind of get it away. Richie looks to keep it alive, which he does. To Playa, who finds Rondon, who's going to hit one, and he's going to double his tally for the day as we double our lead through big Solomon Rondon. This is more like it. Picking up on second balls. That sounds weirder than I had intended. But anyway, it is what it is. As Matt Ritchie picks up the loose ball, plays it to Playa, and look, where's the Wolves defence? Lovely flick from Playa. And Rondon, on that trusty left foot, bangs it into the back of the net. 2-0 Newcastle. This is an unusual position. Jimenez, ball through Costa. Brilliant tackle from Jamal Lascelles. Looking for Cavaleiro. Lerma is going to leave that for some reason. There's the shot back in, and Dubravka makes his first save of the game, I think. Flicked on by Rondon. Well done, big man. As we come up to the end of the half. Shelby. It's going to come for Richie, and it's 3-0. Right on the stroke of half time. Matt Ritchie gets in on the act. And where's he going? There we go. 3-0 before the break, and I would say that we thoroughly deserve it for once. We've been very sharp picking up every loose ball. Not the best of crosses, but it's looped up, and Richie loops it over the top of Rui Patricio in goal, and we take a 3-0 lead going into the break. Very strange. And that is the last action of the first half. Matt Ritchie's goal. 3-0 up. What a bizarre state of it. I'm kind of scared. I don't know what to do. I've never been in this position before. Richie. He's got options in the middle. He's just going to swack one in. That doesn't. What? That swing and whack. It's a combination. It's swack. It's a trademark. Now that's my word. If you use it, I get a third of 1%. Back to Yedlin to swack one across. Oh, comes to Atsu on the volley. That was unnecessarily acrobatic, sir. I would have just put my laces through it and hoped that it would have ended closer to the net than that. Good ball in, headed away. I suppose it started to be hit. That's it's quite poor. Oh, it's still there for Wolves. Pizzini gets it across, and Raul Jimenez has put it into the back of the net. Wolves have a way back into the game through the Mexican. I was more so distracted by the fact that Gianpaolo Pizzini is playing for Wolves. Very much distracted. It brought Dubravka out like an idiot, and Jimenez has tapped it into an empty net. Let's not throw this away, lads. If there was anyone who was going to throw away a 3-goal lead, it's this chap. 2 minutes of stoppage time to play at the end of the game. We're going to see it out, and we're going to pick up a massive victory with a very good performance apart from that blip for the goal. But here's Perez. Can he make it 4? Gets the shot away. It's just wide, and that will do it. It finishes 3-1 to Newcastle at St James's Park. A big win. We needed to stop the losing run before it went any further, and we've done that with a very good performance, I think. And of course Rondon gets man of the match with a 7.5 with his 2 goals. Well done, big man. And with that win, we've moved up a place in the table to 12th on 28 points. It's still very tight between 12th and 9th. City still sit top with Tottenham in 2nd, United in 3rd, Chelsea 4th. Huddersfield, Cardiff and Southampton in the bottom 3. God, negotiations aplenty, as we have one for Freddie Woodman from Atletico Tucumán from somewhere to go out on loan for a year. Sure, why not, Freddie Woodman? I want you to get played, so you're going to go out on loan. And who else have we got here? Callum Roberts, a 6-month loan. What? Did I accept this? I don't know. Oh, he's out on loan. Oh, right, okay, so he's gone out on loan. So now we definitely have no wingers and we need to bring some in. An offer from Sevilla for Alassane Playa has come in, £10.4 million. We are going to reject that because he's going nowhere. And I think that's it for our team anyway. We have some updates with our other transfer business. Kieran Tierney for £7.5 million. You know, I'd be a damn fool not to bring him in. So Kieran Tierney, welcome to the Northeast. As we bring in Kieran Tierney, Alex Iwobi transfer talks broke down, which is kind of annoying. And Sessegnon, ooh, no, we could actually get him. We could get him. For his release fee, paying him £2.4 million a year with a whole heap of add-ons. We can't afford it, actually. Why am I even stalling? Yes, Ryan Sessegnon, who I tried to sign so many times in last year's Master League. We're finally going to get him. Ryan Sessegnon, you're coming to St James's Park for £13.3 million. So we have those deals over the line, but unfortunately we do not have them available for this game against Watford, as the deals have been made on the same day of the game. Same lineup as the last game. Lerma keeps his place. I was impressed with him. Up against a Watford side of Dalberg in goal, Mariappa, who is still a Premier League footballer for reasons best known to themselves, Britos, Messina, Janmat, former Newcastle player, Capu, Chalobah. Why did I have such difficult saying his? Jesus Christ. Will Hughes, Roberto Pereira, Decore and Stefano Okaka makes the start up front. A fantastic performance in our last game. Can we keep that going into this Watford game? I certainly bloody hope so. Back at a slightly less apocalyptic St James's Park, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing considering the result of the last game. Richie immediately lobs one in the box, looking for Rondon for the overhead. Player nips in behind, gets the shot away. And Dalberg is tested early on. This is good. This is good early intent. Atsu finds player. On for Shelvey. This is brilliant play. John Joe Shelvey. That is a fantastic goal. That is a fantastic goal from Voldemort. Brilliant build-up play. And we get our just rewards. We've bossed this first half. And Martin is very happy with his friend thumbs up. Shelvey picked it up. Atsu inside to play it. Lovely one-touch play. And Shelvey just smacks it past Dalberg into the bottom corner. That's a really nice goal. I'm really proud of that. I think Shelvey, there we go, the dummy to leave it. Gets it back through. Takes a touch. And smacks it past Dalberg. 1-0 Newcastle. Here's Atsu. Back inside for Shelvey. Back to Playa. Gives it back to Shelvey. Lifts it over the top for Rondon. This is wonderful football. Brilliant save. Comes to Shelvey, who can't quite hook it back in again. Really nice one-touch football. That really deserves a goal, but big save from the keeper. And it's Janmat out for Pereira. It comes to Capu. It's still played on. It comes out to Decore. Look at the space, and there's the area for Decore. And that is a big miss from Abdoulaye Decore. Perhaps it's good that we didn't sign him in that case. I don't know what's happened between the two of those. Pulled back, Decore all the time, and he's just shanked it wide, and he knows it. Lerma. Can we do what we did in the last game and score right on the stroke of half-time? It's Rondon to Playa. He's got away brilliantly. Alassane Playa. Big save by Dalberg. Still there. Playa looks to find Rondon. Looks to give it back to Playa. Surely. What a brilliant save from Dalberg again. And that is the last action of the first half. What a dramatic end of the first half. Two big opportunities for us to go 2-0 up, and Dalberg has denied us on both counts. Messina, right on the edge of the area, is going to take this. He does hit it. It's hit it straight into the wall. It's still there though for Watford with Pereira. Dinks it back in for Okaka! And Watford are level through Stefano Okaka. And it's really against the run of play. It's the first opportunity of the game that they've created, and we have been made pay for not taking our chances throughout the first half, especially right at the end of the first half. Player, he's found Rondon with a great ball. Rondon! And Dalberg is there again. I hate this lad. He's really getting on my metaphorical tits. Comes back to Shelvey. He's been denied. Still have it, Shelvey. And now we've lost it. This keeper, I swear to God, I need to look him up and see what he's rated, because he may have to be bought. Oh, it's drilled across, and Watford have taken the lead. Watford on the break. After we've been denied twice by their keeper, Will Hughes has gone forward and has put Watford in front. That is a real sucker punch. It's their second shot of the game, and they're in front. God's sake. Perez. Back for Atsu, who's going to let one go, and Dalberg saves and holds. Oh no, we've gone all out attack, and Watford are in again. Dubravka makes the save, and again Dubravka, you genius. Have we got time? Have we got time? There's no added time apparently. Atsu slips a ball in behind, and Dalberg gets... I hate this man. Whoever he is, I wish nothing but bad things upon him, because he is the reason that we have not won this game. We have lost it. I cannot believe we have lost this game. I cannot believe we've lost this game. We had 10 shots, 7 of which were on target. They had 5 shots, 4 on target. More passes, more chances made. He's made 8 saves. He's made 8 saves. So thanks to him, we've dropped back down to 13th. We stay on 28 points. We drop back down to 13th. Where Watford are 17th. Watford are 7th. Come on now. He's rated 72. Right, while I try to come to terms with what's just happened, we're going to leave this episode here. We are on transfer deadline day. It's the last day of the transfer window. Who do we have in the next episode? We have, obviously, the last day of the transfer window to negotiate. Then we have Southampton, Manchester United and Liverpool. Oh, sweet Jesus, suffering Christ. Liverpool are sitting in, what, 7th? Manchester United in 4th, Southampton in 18th. So the game against Southampton is one that we really have to win, and then anything we can get against United and Liverpool will be a bonus. But I'm seething. I'm absolutely seething. But that will do it for this episode. 2 big signings in the forms of Kieran Tierney and Ryan Sessegnon. We will go through the last day of the transfer deadline day. Let me know in the comment section below who we should try and sign on the last day of the window. I think we have a couple of offers for players. I haven't looked at them yet, but we'll do that in the next episode as well. But if you did enjoy this episode, do hit that like button, do hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you're notified of when we make new videos such as this. We make a whole host of football-based tomfoolery on the channel, so feel free to check it out and let us know what you think in the comment section below. But until then, thank you once again for watching, and we will see you in the next one.